and Beverages Limited Nnobi. Ndị na-alụpụta Lost Bites Bread nọ na nọmba 1 Nwosu Mmaduka Close, Umuru Nnobi, 081 49 82 8254.
Ebonadi FM, 24 hours of informative, educative, and entertainment programs. Can't stop, won't stop. On Ebonadi 103.5 FM.
Listen to news updates on Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus, 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
you can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Good evening and welcome to Ebonadi 103.5 FM. Today, Wednesday, the 22nd day of November 2023, and the time is 4 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Efanshuku Ekeze is my name. The headlines. Anambra stakeholders laud Ume's performance in Senate. Crisis brews in Enugu market over alleged brutality of traders by soldiers. New Imo Commissioner of Police tells rural communities, markets, reassures effective policing. Soludo presents 410 billion naira 2024 budget to Anambra Assembly. Electoral offense. Ebonyi tops list. INEC enlists 191 prosecutors. Israeli government approves deal with Hamas to free 50 hostages. Now, details. Anambra stakeholders laud Ume's performance in Senate. Stakeholders in Anambra's Central Senatorial District have lauded the senator representing the district, Chief Victor Ume, for quality representation so far in the Senate. In a statement signed by Mr. Charles Efanyobi, Ume's Senior Special Assistant of Media and Publicity, the stakeholders, after enumerating the numerous achievements of Ume in the 8th Senate, noted that Ume's voice has become even louder and lots of amazing programs and projects have been articulated for the betterment of the various communities and the people of Anambra Central. They listed, among other things, Ume's support for motion on reconstruction and rehabilitation of Onitsha 33 Otuocha Adani road boundary to Enugu State, presented by Senator Tony Moye, which will affect the sufferings of road users. He visited Oba erosion landslide site along Onitsha Owerri Road and his call for emergency intervention. Ume, they said, made a persuasive outcry in the Senate with a motion on urgent need to control the erosion ravaging Onitsha Oba section of the Onitsha Owerri Federal Highway in Anambra State. Recently, on November 15, Ume sponsored another motion on urgent need to upgrade the Eastern Rail Line traversing Port Harcourt, Enugu, Meduguri, from the narrow gauge rail to standard gauge rail, which was co-sponsored by 34 other senators. A motion Senate President Gospel Akpabio described as patriotic and of national importance. Crisis brews in Enugu market over alleged brutality of traders by soldiers. Heavy crisis is brewing in the newly established Enugu International Building Materials Market, otherwise known as New Kenyatta, Ugwaji, Enugu, over the alleged continuous brutality and humiliation of traders by soldiers posted to guard the market. To stem the ugly development, stakeholders in the market have called on the General Officer commanding 82 Division of Nigerian Army, Enugu, asking for a redress, warning that such abuses might result in confrontation and protest. Our correspondent who visited the market recently observed that the presence of soldiers and policemen in the market. It was gathered that the developers of the market had brought the soldiers to guard the market and to protect his interests. However, traders told our correspondent that the soldiers have since been gone beyond the reason they were brought to the market and started molesting and humiliating the traders. A trader who pleaded anonymity says, since we relocated to this market last year, soldiers have been the ones guarding the market, but recently the soldiers have resorted to brutalizing the traders and often openly humiliate people on account of what they consider insubordination. New Imo Commissioner of Police tells rural communities, markets, reassures effective policing. Newly deployed Commissioner of Police in Imo State, Aboki Danjuma, has reiterated the commitment of the command under his leadership to provide adequate security and restore stability in the state. He said his leadership will remain committed to restoring public confidence on police to rid the state of violent crimes and social vices. Commissioner of Police Danjuma stated this when he led top management team of the command on a confidence building tour and show of force exercise in strategic areas in Oru, Oshu, Njaba, and Oru East Council of the state. The police commissioner during the visit interacted with stakeholders of the areas, including council chairmen, traditional rulers, market leaders, and traders. Soludo presents a 410 billion naira 2024 budget to Anambra Assembly. Governor Charles Soludo of Anambra has presented a 410 billion naira proposed budget for the 2023 appropriation before the State House of Assembly on Tuesday in Oka, tagged Changing Gears. The transformation agenda begins. Soludo said the budget was aimed at beginning the transformation agenda and implementing a new master plan to build a livable and prosperous state. The budget was made up of 313.9 billion naira in capital expenditure, which accounts for 77% of the budget compared to 63.2% in the previous budget. Also, 96.2 billion naira was allocated for recurrent expenditure, translating to 23.46% against 36.8% in the previous budget. The governor said that the budget had a deficit of 120 billion naira expected to be funded through a facility from financial institutions. Soludo said, we recorded an estimated 66% budget performance in 2023, and today Anambra is ranked number 1 among the 17 southern states on ease of doing business and number 2 with the lowest impact mortality rate. Internally generated revenue remains a fundamental challenge. In the 2023 budget, we expected a monthly revenue of about 4 billion naira. So far, we are averaging 2 billion naira. We are projecting 4.2 billion as monthly IGR in the 2024 budget, and this is a wake-up call to